Hey guys, so this is my first attempt at a video post, but I just wanted to touch base on something that I went over in my Bible study last night, and you'll have to excuse the headset. It's the only way I could get a microphone to work on my computer for some reason, but this is like a gaming headset. It's a Turtle Beach, like they make it for Xbox and stuff, but it's actually a really good headset, so I'm using it. Anyway, something I read last night in my Bible study was 2 Timothy 2:5, uh, and it says, "Also, if anyone competes as an athlete, he will not be crowned as the winner unless he competes according to the rules." And that message really hit home for me. Some of you know I've been an athlete for a really long time, about 2 decades. I started playing when I was 3 years old, and I'm turning 23 in February. So I have a lot of experience playing high school, middle school, college, all different levels in a bunch of different sports. And one thing that I really came across in my own personal experience is that many of the Christian organizations, church league basketball, Christian high schools, Christian colleges even, they have athletes that don't really follow Christian ideals. And I understand that you don't have to be a Christian to go to a Christian school, or you don't have to be a Christian to play at a Christian college, or even play in a church league basketball. Like, I understand that that's by no means like your faith in Jesus is not a prerequisite for playing on these teams, but I think that it's important to realize that if you're playing for a Christian organization, you represent Christianity, whether you follow Jesus or not. And actually, a lot of the people that I've encountered do follow Jesus. They'll pray with you before games and everything, and then during the games, they're cussing and they're not playing according to, like, they're taking cheap shots and just being mean. And it's really kind of an epidemic in sports, from what I can tell from my own personal experience and from the anecdotes of others, is that this is a real problem. A lot of Christian athletes are not behaving according to Christian ideals. And yes, being an athlete is fun. Playing the game is fun. But when you're playing for God. Everything you do is because God gave you that ability. And even if you give the glory to Him in a post-game interview or something like that, it doesn't matter if on the field you're doing the dirtiest things, because people are going to see that and they're going to think really negative things about you and about Christianity. It's not enough to just talk the talk. You have to walk the walk. You have to behave according to Christ-like ideals in order to go further in ministry. And whether we believe it or not, every one of us has a ministry. Every one of us sees people on a daily basis. Every one of us talks to other people, and every one of us can use that as a platform to speak the name of Jesus and to get His message out there. And that's what we need to be doing. And if we're doing things that we shouldn't be doing on the court, we're not furthering His ideals and His message, and we're not working according to His plan. So we really need to be mindful as Christians and athletes, and this goes for fans too. We really need to be mindful of how we behave, because if I'm going to a Christian university and playing volleyball, granted, my outfit's probably not what's considered modest, but it's the uniform and it's what I have to wear. I purposely used to get my jersey sizes like 3 times too big because I didn't want really tight clothes. But, there's no reason for Christian students to be, whistling at me and saying really sexual things when my parents and grandparents are in the stands listening to that. That's really inappropriate. So everyone needs to be mindful of this. How you act as a Christian reflects on you, but it also reflects on Christianity and God. Do you want to give God a bad name because you can't act right? Basically, that's what it is. So this is just something that really hit home with me from all of my experiences over my life. When I was 10 years old, I was playing church league basketball and I got punched in the face. And it broke my nose, shattered. I had to have surgery when I was 13. But the coach was actually saying that the girl did a good job for punching me in the face. This is church league basketball, a Christian organization, and you're teaching 10-year-olds to go punch each other. Like, that's ridiculous. So on all levels, on all teams, please be mindful of this, because this is a problem, and we teach kids from a young age what the reputation of Christianity is. And I don't want the reputation of Christianity to be a bunch of hoodlums. That's not what I want Christianity to be about. It's not what it should be about. It should be about God and God alone. And when you're acting like that, it's taken away from God and His glory. So please be mindful of that, guys. That's just what I wanted to talk about today. And I'll see y'all